Ready whenever you are.
My name is Kerry Justman, and I'm the principal of Waukee High School. On behalf of the Waukee Community School District, I'd like to welcome you to our class of 2020 virtual commencement. We'd like to begin by thanking Mark Havnan and Herf Jones for their partnership in helping us put this ceremony together for our graduates and for our community. I'm pleased to introduce Paige Leibfried as she gets us kicked off.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony you are surely never to forget, especially because you can easily screen record the whole thing. I can't believe that we are all finally here at COVID-Mencement 2020. None of us could have seen this pandemic coming and the way we would all be affected by it so much. We didn't see online school becoming the new normal, and we definitely didn't see our commencement being over a month late and online. But that's just the point. We can't see into the future. We are the class of 2020. 2020. We are the class that kickstarts the new decade and sees everything with fresh eyes. But even though 2020 means having perfect vision, we can't see past today. Look around. Sitting here right now marks the day we are all officially graduating from the familiar place of Waukee High School. The place that had our days planned out and served to us for the past 3 years. The place that raised us and brought us to be where we are today. Now is the time to look back and appreciate everything that has brought us to be looking at this exact screen at this exact moment. Let's look back and get a reminder of some things that you may have forgotten during your time spent at Waukee High School. The start of sophomore year. We all flood into the main hallway, thankful that we are actually in final high school, when suddenly everything stops. I mean literally stops, because every sophomore decided that the main hallway was the only way to get from class to class. Nobody is moving at all. The seniors look over the top ledge and laugh at us as they sneak away to the back staircases and get to class. We get to lunch, stressed about the new big school, the new way classes run, and the fact that we have to take actual finals. It seems like nothing will get better. But then we meet the lunch staff. They greet us with a smile and try to make our day better, even though we know that we're stuck here for the next 3 years. Junior year. Oof. There were countless hours of studying for the ACT, just trying to raise our score by 1 point. That dreaded chem test that nobody knew what was happening, but you had to take it anyways. Arguably one of the hardest years of high school. But it wasn't all that bad. Because while we were supposed to be studying for that chem test, we were actually planning what we were going to be wearing for the theme of that week's state playoff game. We were laughing at the confused sophomores, glad that we weren't at the bottom of the food chain anymore. And we also laughed at them the first time that they got scared of Doll yelling, "Squeeze your glutes!" or "Dorsal flex your toes!" Then, senior year. We finally made it. We are the top dogs in the school. We are the ones that look over the top ledge and laugh at the stuck sophomores. We are the ones that don't have to deal with the parking lot traffic thanks to our blocks off. It wasn't a walk in the park, though. We are the class that got shorted of our last months, our last fourth term, our last dance. What was supposed to be the best months of all of our schooling career was spent online, working, and becoming our own advocates. Senioritis definitely made it hard to focus and persevere. But we pushed through, we overcame, and look at us now. We are celebrated as a class of warriors. Now we sit here, waiting for our true future to start. We might not feel prepared, but Waukee High School has helped us plan for our future in so many ways. Whether that is to attend college, join the military, go straight into the workforce, or even take a gap year to travel and see the world. The teachers and staff have supported us and shaped us to be the people we are today. So who are we? We are the class of 2020. We are the entrepreneurs that will create the next hot business that will provide jobs to millions. We are the inventors that will invent the next big thing and change the lives of millions. We are the athletes that will go pro and bring entertainment and joy to families around the world. We are the activists, the ones that will bring social justice and equality. Class of 2020, we are the visionaries. Even though we still can't see into the future, it doesn't matter. We are already set up to be successful. What does matter is the foundation that Waukee High School has built for us these past 3 years. We trust that the foundation they have laid for us is firm and that we will always be able to look back and rely on it as we move into the future. The pandemic threw us into the adult world. Waukee teachers and staff ensured the whole time that we were taking responsibility for our own learning and pushed us to still be the best that we could. We trust that during our time spent at Waukee schools, our community has taught us enough on how to survive in the real world. Waukee High School, we have trusted you. Now it is time you trust us. To the class of 2020, we have survived everything the world has thrown at us this far, like online school, social distancing, and even the toilet paper shortage. We finally made it. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Commencement 2020.
Thank you, Paige, for those wonderful words. I now get an opportunity to recognize members of the class of 2020 who have achieved the distinction of top 3% in their class. These students wore black honor cords in our in-person ceremony to signify this distinguished accomplishment. The following members of the class of 2020 are being recognized for the top 3%. Isabella Aviles, Kelly Biscaglia, Archita Bomina, Emily Klauser, Nathan Kuhn, Adeline Courier, Rebecca Duzer, Nicholas Fields, Madeline Hakala, Salisa Haber, Tanner Jagam, Layla Kamhawi, William Keck, Christopher King, Paige Kirschner, Mackenzie Kroll, Francis Lovelholtz, Zachary Nigg, Emma Richards, Carlson Rogers, Isla Schiller, Emma Shepard, Elena Sierra, Ethan Stallman, Tyler Stallman, McKenna Ussery, Abby Vogel, Elijah Waltman, and Kyle Whitty. Congratulations for earning top 3% in your class. At this time, I get the opportunity to welcome Wendy Liskey, President of the Waukee School Board of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Justman. It's my honor to recognize those who earned the Seal of Biliteracy. In the 2019-2020 school year, Waukee High School had the opportunity to earn the Seal of Biliteracy. The Seal of Biliteracy encourages the study of multiple languages and the importance of communication skills in a global society. The seal has been awarded to students who have demonstrated proficiency in English and at least one other language through approved assessments. The following students have earned the Seal of Biliteracy this year: Harkiran Balagan, Abby Boding, Tandri Einerson, Gage Marriott, Ingrid Martinez, Delphina Muda, Emma Richards, Alexa Soda, and Layla Talich. Congratulations. I also have the honor of recognizing our Silver Cord awardees. The purpose of the Silver Cord program is to encourage Waukee High School students to invest in our community on a regular basis during their school years. In addition, we aim to instill lasting behaviors in our students that will foster future volunteering. The class of 2020 had the opportunity to be involved in the Silver Cord program during the last 4 years, with the challenge of completing 175 service hours in order to earn a Silver Cord. 264 students have been active in community service. They have served our school district, the local community, across the country, and even outside of the United States. The class of 2020 recorded a total of 28,528 volunteer hours. Of the 264 students that participated in the program, 117 seniors met the 175-hour standard. These students received honor cords to signify their efforts.
Thank you, Mrs. Liskey. Now I get the privilege to invite Waukee Superintendent Dr. Brad Buck to come forward. Dr. Buck will provide some of his own remarks and then introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you for that introduction, Mr. Justman. As you might guess, I have had the opportunity to attend and participate in several graduation ceremonies over the years. To be sure, there are many firsts that I and likely many others are experiencing. Graduates widely spaced on the field, as well as guests in the stands, many wearing masks, and even the fact that it occurred outside. At the same time, there are similarities in this experience when compared to graduations that I've had a chance to take part in and enjoy over the years. A few similarities are the convergence of this moment in time, the opportunities ahead, and encouragement to find one or more passions as you move forward. A couple of nights after my own high school graduation, several of us were hanging out at a bonfire in the backyard of one of our friends. As you might guess, the conversation centered on topics such as plans for the summer as well as the fall. Some were going to the local community college, others to four-year schools, and still others directly to the workforce. It also included some stories that our parents would come to learn more about years later. That will eventually make sense to you if it doesn't right now. As we were talking, one of our friends said, "You know, things will never be exactly the same as they are in this moment again." It was a pretty insightful thing to say, and if you'd grown up with the guy who said it, like many of us had, you would have been additionally surprised by the comment. We paused as we knew he was right. The satisfaction of having completed our high school experience, the excitement of what was coming in the fall, the strength and connectedness of the relationships we shared, they had all coalesced in that perfect moment. What we learned beyond that moment is how things do change. Some changes are granular, such as friendships that remain strong while others tail off. Other changes are more broadly significant. In the lifetime of these graduates, we've undergone the advent of iPods on the way to iPhones and the largely ubiquitous nature of cell phones and the internet. We've seen the rise of social media from MySpace and Facebook to Snapchat and TikTok. We've also experienced the advent of the sharing economy in the form of Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and others. The human genome has been mapped, and gene therapy is moving forward in tandem with the rise of artificial intelligence. We've celebrated Barack Obama, the first African-American president, as well as Sonia Sotomayor, our first Hispanic Supreme Court justice. When I reflect on the first 18 years of my life when compared to these observations, my sense is that the rate at which things are changing is faster than what myself and my friends experienced. In the context of the previously highlighted changes, graduates, I would invite you to consider a couple pieces of encouragement from this speech. First, never stop learning. There are all manner of engaging, enjoyable careers in the economy. What we know is that access to most of them comes with expectations of more education. I'm hopeful that each of you has made choices to engage in additional learning in the days ahead. That may be in the form of 2- or 4-year colleges. It could also be in the form of registered or other apprenticeships, and for some, learning will continue as part of the United States military. Eventually, those experiences will be complete. Once they are, I'd encourage you to continually seek ways to advance your skills and build your experience set. A second piece of advice is to seek your passions. That may be in the form of employment that you find to be satisfying. It could also be that you're less interested in the work you do each day, so long as it allows you to pursue your passions outside the workday. It could be both. In 8th grade, I took a career planning assessment, and it indicated I should be a teacher or a funeral director. Essentially, I like people and I like science, and I could interact with both of those in each of those jobs, albeit a bit differently in the two roles. I chose being a science teacher, and that, coupled with additional learning, has afforded me opportunities to experience a variety of roles over the course of my career. With that, be confident that in the knowledge that a diploma from Waukee High School signifies you are prepared to take on your future in an exciting, dynamically changing world. That preparedness, in tandem with a desire to continue to learn and a focus on identifying your passions, are extremely likely to create success for you in the coming years. With that, best wishes to the class of 2020. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce Charlotte Thinnes. Charlotte is the daughter of Tricia and John Thinnes. Beyond work and school, she's been involved in basketball, cheerleading, choir and show choir, and National Honor Society. She plans to study communications and psychology at Iowa State University in the fall. Please join me in welcoming Charlotte Dennis.
Well, here we are. I want to first start off by asking you a question. No, it's not if I can borrow a pencil for the test or if I can have an extra piece of gum. Those days are finally behind us now. I invite you all to close your eyes and think for just a minute. Here's the question. If your life leading up to now flashed before your eyes, what would you see? Would you catch a glimpse of you and your friends competitively racing each other on DS? Or possibly watching Phineas and Ferb and thinking about all the cool activities you wanted to do in 104 days of summer vacation, 174 in quarantine. Maybe you saw yourself the moment you read the email that we weren't coming back to finish our senior year. Open your eyes now. No matter what you thought of, do you wish you could have a do-over? If a red button with the word restart on it was placed right in front of you, would you press it? If you said yes, I'm sorry to tell you, but it is impossible to go back in time. At least not right now. Technology hasn't gotten that far yet. But in reality, the past is our best friend and our worst enemy. We strive to hold on to memories that give us butterflies in our stomachs. Whether it's that one time where you made 3-second eye contact with your crush in 8th grade, you thought you were in love. Or maybe it was scoring that game-winning point and everyone was cheering your name. These are the ones we wish to relive. Yet, we struggle to forget the bad memories such as losing a loved one or encountering family strife. Either way, it is way too easy to live in the past. It's funny to think when we were kids, we yearned to speed up time. We wanted to drive wherever and whenever. We wanted to live on our own and not have to follow our parents' rules. We wanted to eat as much candy as we wanted. But now, it seems to be going too fast, and we now start wishing for the days where the only thing we stressed about was being forced to eat our vegetables. Today, class of 2020, we move forward instead of looking behind. I like to think that life is a journey and we are the explorers. We are navigating the path of our lives even if we are not sure of the direction. This expedition may lead us to college, to the workforce, or to the military, possibly to marriage, to a full-time job, or to a family. There is no limit to where we can go, as long as we stay 6 feet apart and 50% capacity. Yet, life as grown-ups seems so scary. We are allowed to be a little terrified. Taxes? Truly horrifying. Adulting? Absolutely frightening. After today, we will face mountains of responsibilities that might make us resent growing up. While that will be true at times, sometimes the best part is just seeking the what's next. It's time to get excited for the adventures that lie ahead of us instead of shying away from the unknown. Sadly, I can't tell you what's next, and I didn't come up here to tell you what is, because honestly, I have no idea. But it's up to our generation to decide the details of the march ahead. Our class has always been the class to live for tomorrow. When we were sophomores in high school, we were ready to be seniors. And when the first day of senior year arrived, senioritis kicked in, and we were already clinging onto the idea of graduating. Then, later at home, we didn't even know if graduation was even going to be an option. You might even be planning right now about what you're going to do after this pandemic, through the upcoming year, or the big adventures ahead. Don't get me wrong, I've thought about all this too. But if we keep focusing on the future, we will miss the present. So you might be thinking to yourself, this girl makes no sense. She's telling us not to dwell on the past, but not live in the future. What are we supposed to do now? Yet, that's exactly it. Now, today, this moment. We as people forget what it's like to live in the moment. Maybe that's what the pandemic has taught us. Because fundamentally, our life is made up of many, many tiny moments that shape who we are. So don't lose those by holding on to the past or getting lost in the future. Graduates of 2020, I'm telling you, it's okay to live in the now. So much is ahead of us. There will be adventures and opportunities we never even dreamed of. And there will be roadblocks, tough decisions, and long nights. We will make dumb mistakes. We will embarrass ourselves and even fail at times. But we aren't there yet. Because right now, we are graduating. The day we have been waiting for. We are saying goodbye to Waukee High School and the amazing teachers we learned from. Saying goodbye to the nicest lunch ladies ever, high school football games, the dreaded school parking lot, and senior Sunday posts, even if it is a little too early. But class of 2020, it's our time to shine. It's time to say hello to living, because yesterday has passed and tomorrow can wait. So fasten your seatbelts, have fun, and enjoy the ride.
Thank you, Charlotte. It was fantastic. Mrs. Liskey, Dr. Buck, and ladies and gentlemen, these students have met the requirements for graduation from high school as set forth by the state of Iowa and our own Board of Education of the Waukee Community School District. Serving the Waukee District as high school principal, I recommend they be issued their high school diplomas. Cut.
Is that it?
Oh, we got one.
Aubriana Adams, Mikhail Ahmed, Donovan Akes, Anna Lynn Albaugh, Karen Angela Albert, Tania Simone Alexander, Victoria Alfano, Tawfiq Alimami, Abigail Dawn Allen, Garrett Michael Allen, Kyle Blake Allen, Tyler John Allen, Emily Joelle Romy Allison, Musab Alumayan, Rukaya Alturfi, Chayana Vishan Amaratunga, Allison Page Anderson, Chloe Mae Anderson, Cody Anderson, Gracie Ann Anderson, Lexi Anderson, Liam Anderson, Charles McAndrews III, Amanullah Anis, Priyasha Apti, Connor Arndt, Anisha LaShawn Atkinson, Jahida Avila Diaz, Isabella Avilés, Claudia Brooke Bockham, Dylan Dakota Baer, Maria Balderas, Harkiran Balagan, Ravneet Balagan, Jaden Ballard. Zachary Robert Balu. Emma Barnett. Cole Thomas Barrett. Yassine Basha. Anna Marie Bauer. Luke Philip Bazan. Lumen Christian Wyatt Beard. Ains Basirovich. Lily Ann Becker. Tanner Scott Becker. Jennifer Ashley Campbell. Denver Robert Beek. Logan Robert Beeson. Lacey Shane Bell. Alma Barebow. Hannah Berg. Lydia Viora Bettis. Neil Bromdot. Carter Bittinger. Hannah Elizabeth Beaker. Brianne Aaliyah Bingaman. Byong Montuch Byong. Madeline Nicole Burkett. Kelly Bodil Biscalia. Bradley Bittock. Ian Thomas Blackard. Christina Elizabeth Blanchard. Will Blazinko. Abby Lynn Boating. Dylan Robert Bass. Isabella Bogasic. Hannah Rose Bonenkamp. Haley Ray Bolt. Sullivan Bowles. Archita Bomena. Elizabeth Bond. Eli Matthias Borgestad. Brittany Birchka. Cade Michael Broberg. Alec Michael Brown. Megan Kaylee Brown. Parker Brick. Grant Burrish. Payson Burkle. Grant Allen Burak.
I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers.
Alexander Benjamin Sterling Burt. Wyatt Reed Burt. Cade Busher. Velma Busnov, Caitlin Annalise Calvert, Jessica Caraway, Connor Carey, Kaylee Carey, Alexis Annette Carfrey, Michael Seamus Carfrey, Caitlin Christine Carlson, Nina Carnevale, Verity Karstensen, Lauren Grace Chambers, Luke Robert Chapman, Kevin Shabazz, Andrew Wayne Cherry, Paige Elise Christensen, Halsey Christofferson, Gavin Ray Clark, Lisbeth Faith Clark, Sage Marie Clayton, Emily Susan Clauser, Grace Angela Clauser, Claire Kaufman, Eddie Chokovich, Sophia Frances Collins, Lucius Cummer, Lillian Conley, Trayvon Connor, Brooke Conover, Nathan William Kuhn, Reese Michael Cooper, Jose Jonathan Cordova, Alec James Coes, Lily Ann Couchman, Maninoa Leao Courtright.
Happy graduation. Thank you to all my teachers, friends, and family members at Waukee High School. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Happy graduation.
Matthew Cox, Owen Cox, Jackson Daniel Coyle, Anna Crandall, Keely Ray Crandall, Colby Michael Crawford, Jonik Sylvina Crosby, Samuel Cross, Cooper Lee Kraus, Joshua Kearns, Adeline Courier, Lauren Elizabeth Daly, Joy DeMabel, Jenna Kristen Davy, Catherine Elizabeth Davis, Kentrell Antoine Davis, Mason Davis, Natalie Alice Davis, Austin Day, Nolan Day, Gavin DeBoard, Jack Bradley DeJohn, Riley James DeJohn, Jeffrey Denadell, Kevin Patrick Dermody, Ryan Michael Derrick, Nathaniel Douglas Doozer, Rebecca Danielle Doozer, Elman Dietich, Keegan Dillon, Delina Trin Din, Rachel Erin Divingenzo, Jay Doe, Ryan Scott Dodson, Aaliyah Destiny Ann Dorr, Megan Danielle Doherty, Amala Dolik, Jared Dooley, Brendan Doolittle, Kelly Dorwart, Austin Ray Grizzly Downer, Coy Dion Downs, Hannah Marie Doyle, Chris Draper, Adeline Frances Strees, Kate Dressel, Aubrey Ann Duenas, Henry Dean Dunphy, Nevaeh Duder, Tyler James Dvorak, Abigail Dykstra, Jack Joseph Ibis, Kaylee Ann Ibis, Nicholas Ide, Tondre Einarsson, Kylie K. Eishen, Aaron Brett Elliott, Rosemary Elliott, Stephen Elliott, Austin James Ellis, Alexandra Empey, Isabella Empey, Azaria Endale, Parker Evans, Sydney Elizabeth Everman, Ibrahim Fadel, Cole Thomas Fagan, Isabel Aurora Fagan, Luke Mitchell Fagan, Zane Joseph Felker, Alexa Danielle Farrell, Haley Fielder Boel, Nicholas Fields, Sophie Finken, Noah Finney, Elizabeth Fishback, Madeline K. Ann Fisher, Morgan Elise Fisher, Isabella Fleming, Brady Allen Flesher, Jason Flynn, Aiden Bockham Fowl, Mia Fogel, Katie Forrett, Rowan Shaw Forsyth, Zachary Michael Franson, Dylan Jacob Fuqua, Luke Michael Gaynor, Zachary Gaines, Abigail Danielle Garlock, Cade Garner, Liliana Gayton Contreras, Sheldon Joseph Geary, Nayat Gabre, Yodit Gabregzaber, Lillian K. Genzen, David Ghali, Emma Elizabeth Gibbs, Brigham Giles, Jordan Rose Gillespie, Brianna Raylyn Gerard, Taylor K. Glade, Jaden Glameyer, Taylor Catherine Gobber, Eduardo Gonzalez Ruiz, Mauricio Gonzalez Ruiz, Madison Leslie Goodwin, Dylan Green, William Theodore Gredeman, Allison Greth, Haley Lene Griesenbrock, Kai Griffin, Caitlin Marie Gretkin, Audrey Gruber, Fajar Hyder, Farjam Hyder, Madeline Kyung-hee Hakala, Chase Evan Helber, Megan Hall, Jordan Hamilton, Anna Marie Hamling, Natalie Hammond, Hope Janessa Hansen, Reese Kennedy Harmson, Hayden Harris, Kennedy Harrison, Oliver Judd Harrop, Yahya Hassan, Brett Hatch, Salisa Hauber, Marquis Hurd, Dallin Hecker, Ellie Genevieve Hemasath, Josie Ann Hemphill, Caitlin Henriksen, Owen Hensley, Isabella Renee Henson, Hallie Herrick, Brendan Paul Hinspeter, Grace Hipwell, Parker Douglas Hirsch, Mia Beth Hively, Nadeem Hodzik, Grace Elizabeth Hepker, Joshua Hoffman, Carly McKay Hollister, Allison Catherine Holloway, Zachary R. Holloway, Isaac Quinton Holtz, Jacob Andrew Holtz, Abdelrahman Homdan, Kaylee Page Hostetter, Blake Hodeshul, Hunter Hubbard, Alexis Rose Hubert, Connor Huey, Grace Hulton, Jules Hutchison, Caden Ingram, Evan Lee Insera, Sydney Caitlin Irish, Jordan McKenna Jackson, Luke Joseph Jacoby, Ella Rose Jacobs, Colin Michael Jacobson, Tanner Christian Jagum. Gabe Jansen. Christian Lee Jarvis. Trent Dustin Jensen. Jackson Jablinski. Anna Michael Johnson. Mary Blanche Johnson. Anna Johnston. Gavin Curtis Jones. Matthew Jongarius. Jayla Joseph. Cody Kago. Jasmehar Kakar. Layla Jewel Kamhawi. Haley Cam. Caden Capsh. Inaya Hannah Karitsa. William Richard Keck. Megan Marie Kyle. Mitchell Graham Kersey. Nicholas Keller. Madison Elizabeth Kemp. Canichel Kennedy. Macy Kennedy. Ellen Lee Keplinger. Max T. Kern. Alexis Ann Kessler. Lauren Shahud Kim. Hunter J. Wayne Kimpston. Christopher Thomas King. Jordan Kinney. Paige Annabelle Kirschner. Shelby Abigail Coker. Benjamin Michael Koch. Joseph Anthony Konopik. Mackenzie Elizabeth Kroll. Jonah Ross Coons. Morgan Elaine Laird. Grant Thomas Landis. Sydney Arlett Landine. Aubrey Elizabeth Lang. Benjamin Kelly Langle. Colby A. Langlois. Isabel Lance. Karsten Nicholas Lappy. Joshua Monty LaRue. Carly Grace Larson. Cheyenne Laurie. Benjamin Lavastida. Diego LeBaron. Paige Leibfried, Zoe Dye Leonard, Grant Weston Leneve, Alexander Thomas Lentell.
Thank you to everyone for your love and support over the years and making this day possible, especially my family. Love you all.
Lynn Marie Lewis, Neil Leong, Maxwell Lidstrom, Estella Lima Silva, Emily Lynn, Jenna Marie Lindberg, Cameron Linder, Logan Allen Linkvis, Katie Liskey, Sophia Elizabeth Liston, Jonathan Andrew Laka, Francis Leffelholz, Simon Andrew Loftsgaard, Berkeley Lohr, Emily Longfield, Kylie Sandra Luxatich, Grant Ryan Lundstrom, Abigail Grace Lusk, Amber Faye Lusk, Aubrey Kaylin Mahoney, Caitlin Mahoney, Alexis Mann, Gage Joseph Marriott, Darby June Marsh, Tate David Marsh, Emmy Martins, Ingrid Martinez, Israel Martinez, Jalen Anthony Martinez, Juan Luis Martinez Diaz, Nora Martinez Lozada, Andrew Charles Mash, Nina Matthew, Kiernan Matlock, Nathan Joseph Mattiusi, Jordan Morrow, Jack Thomas May, Adieu Ajak Mayan, Kelsey Mays, Kenneth McAleer, Andrew Todd McCool, Ray McCormick, Claire Olivia McDermott, Carson Eric McDonald, Zachary McDonald, Riley McGee, Mary Alexis McGraw, Kellen David McGregor, Jack James McKinney, Connor Matthew McMahon,
Hello, my name is Connor McMahon. I'm class of 2020, and I wanted to thank all those who supported me throughout my life.
Celeste Daniel McQuiston, Parker Meyer, Celicia Mercado, Hunter Alexander Warren Mercer, Melanie Marie Merhar, Darian Merkley, Haley Nicole Mickelson, Maria Delfina Muda, Hannah Jo May Milburn, Shay Taylor Milligan, Tanner Mitchell, Nurvik A. Mitra, Shayla Madronia, Asma Mohammed Alaman, Atsari Moncada Guevara, Xavier James Moore, Christine Ann Morone, Noah James Morris, Hannah Mossberg, Dionisio Mota Mendez, David Mueller.
I'm excited to move on from Waukee High School and on to DMAC, where I can pursue a degree in computer information systems.
Alan Mujic, Yaroslav Mukahamdalin, Jesse Muo, Alexander Jacob Murphy, Madison Murray, Nicole Sarah Mashesky, Esther Nabufu, Madison Kaur Nagra, Emma Nanin, Bishoy Izat Nashed, Jaylee Nielsen, Kate Marie Nelson, Maxwell James Nelson, Sarah Nelson, Ian Kipkemboy Nedich,
all my friends and family for all the support and help they provided me through my whole high school experience. And for my fellow graduates, I want to say congratulations and I wish you all the best.
Tin No, Lauren C. Nguyen, Nung Nguyen, Joshua Charles Nichols, Mason Grace Xiao Yu Nicholas. Zachary Jared Nielsen. Zachary James Nig. Alexis Jean Nosbush. Nicholas Dean Nygaard. Jaden O'Brien. Matthew Carlisle O'Brien. Isabella Jean O'Connor. Samuel J. Odell. Ethan Caleb Otkin. Catherine Anastasia Ogden. Emra Ogleachevats. Olivia Marie Ogles. Noah Aaron Oliver. Andrew Everett Olson. Janelle Omana Sanchez. Jareli Omana Sanchez. Vincent Reno Mendoza Omalan. Haley Oswald. Sam Otis.
Thanks, Mom, Dad, and the rest. Happy graduation 2020. Our future's looking bright.
Savannah Payne. Elma Pajazatovich. Antonio Pajic. Chance Palmer. Ross Lee Palmer. Matthew Kent Parker. Ashley Ann Parks. Jada Rose Parrish. Elizabeth May Patterson. Cade David Patterson. Tamia Pay. Jackson Alistair Payne. Jordan Taylor Peck. Andrew Joseph Peelin. Caleb Pellymounter. Felipe Perez Perez. Will Perry. Jake Peterson. Alexandria Peterson. Thomas Peterson. Pranav Pete. Megan Pecci. Evan David Phillips. Catherine Phillips. Keegan Drew Pickering. Trevor Isaac Pierce. Jenna Elaine Ann Pilkington. Nicholas Pope. Sandra N. Porello. Luke Pottabaum, Dominic Robert Pinelli Jr., Ryan Rafferty, Ashlyn Ramus, Jaden Ramirez, Mitchell John Randall, Holly Danae Rankin, Tyler Hill Ransom, Ryan Keith Rash, Joshua Ross Ray, Sydney Rayburn, Kennedy Reiling, Jackson Henry Reese, Sophie Rice, Edis Rekic, Kira Ann Richard, Annalise Marie Richards, Emma Rebecca Richards, Savannah Gail Richardson, Cassidy Rinderneck, Reese Randall Rinderneck, Hunter Reardon, John Robeson, Ethan Robus, Braden Daniel Rockwell, Carlson J. Rogers, Kelson Charles Rogerson, Nathan Isaac Roman, Seth Joseph Roman, Zia Rosella Richter, Alexis Marie Rosel, Kerrigan Irene Rossiter, Evan Michael Rausch, Grace Isabella Roy, Avery Ray Rubino, David Rubio, Peyton David Rufert Albaugh, Lucas Paul Russell, Zach Sabus, Arshi Sajid, Kyrios Rafat Sabet Elias Salib, Vanessa Salahovich, Megan Samuel, Olivia Sue Sanders, Neha Sankaranthi, Braden Sankett, Ashley Sapp, Alexandria K. Schaefer, Isabel Rose Schaefer, Sarah Grace Schaefer, Sydney Ann Schaefer, Seth Schermerhorn, Braden Allen Shetler, Brannon Lee Shetler, Isla Meg Schiller, Olivia Renee Schmidt, Marcus Daniel Schneider, Emma Shazau, Megan Seiler, Braden Senny, Akil Sharma, Sydney Sharp, Jack Shelley, Lydia Michelle Shelton, Emma Quinn Shepard, Alexander Jude Sheridan, Brendan Shoemaker, Paige Nicole Shryak, Catherine Lynn Shutters, Morgan Marie Sickerson, Jordan Simbita, Elena Sierra, Ethan Thomas Silverstein, Caitlin Marie Simon, Claire Simons, Gabriel Simons, Lindsay Christine Skinner, Savannah Skinner, John Edward Slade, Ty Slauson, Gage Trenton Smith, Jackson Christopher Smith, Kanaya K. Smith, Megan Nicole Smith, Megan Smith, Cody Snedeker, Kaya Sneed, Alexa Lynn Soda, Elena Sovalova, Nicholas Matthew Spackman, Colin Sparks, Joshua Michael Spear, Reagan Spenner, Casey Spees, Jada Lynn Spooner, Samantha Diane Sprague, Cole Joseph Spikesma, Ethan Stallman, Tyler Stallman, Zoe Lynn McKenna Stark, Charles Steer, Carissa Leanne Steinke, Jordan Dale Steinmetz, Maggie Lynn Stewart, Jacob James Stauffer, Samuel Taylor Stowes, Riley Stoltz, Kyle Stone, Kristen Stonehocker, Grace Ellen Stout, Emma Page Strait, Elijah Andrew Straw, Sebastian Strong, Nicholas Andrew Stubbs, Chelsea Suarez, Selma Suvik, Brendan Swank, Lincoln John Swanson, Alexa Swartz, Thomas Royce Sostak, Layla Talich, Mohammed Nazir Abdul Fattah Tamim, Eliza Tarleson, Britlin Pamela Taylor, Maverick Taylor, Emma Brooke Tenborg, Grace Elizabeth Tierhark, Jasmine Terrell, Bryant Thielen, Charlie Thielen, Charlotte Joy Thinnis, London Thomas, Nicholas John Thomas, Nathaniel Thomas III, Sydney Taylor Thompson, Tyson Bradley Thompson, Cale Eric Thorson, Abhishek Thukral, Kelby Tilber, Savannah Jade Tiffany, Alec Tigas, Avery Catherine Tigas, Evan Tigas, Cade Brian Jaden, Nancy Tran, Amy Tring, Paige Marie Trinrud, Gabe Tripp, Ella Saunders Truman, Marvin Truong, Hannah Tucker. Savannah Christine Jepkembo Tuigong. Shri Naga Sweta Tunaguntla. Layla Turkanovich. Mackenzie Reese Turner. Valentina Urrutia. McKenna Ussery. Jack Utzler. James Gerald Van Rees. Alyssa Vandervorst. Nick Vanderzil. Kaylee Vandermark. Kaishan Ray Vandis. Kylie Lynn Vaught. Diego Verostegui. Rachel Jo Vespa. Clarence Phillips Vincent. Gersharon Singh Burke. Abby Janet Vogel. Eric Von Felt. Aaron Vuong. Eliza K. Waggy. Chloe Renee Wagner. Jordan Wagner. Sophie Marie Wallace. Alex Raymond Walsh. Elijah Michael Waltman. Laura Ann Ward. Aaliyah Grace Worth. Chance Alexander Watson. Lucy Marie Waters. Josh Weber. Allie Lynn Wearspan. Ryland Jeffrey Welch. Natalie Wellett. Stephen Michael Wermager. Emily Catherine White. Caitlin Elizabeth White. Ethan Matthew Wiersma. Alex Richard Wiggins. Hannah Corinne Wilcox. Carrie Ann Wilhite. Felicia Williams. Jet Williams. Ethan Traden James Willis. Brianna K. Wills. Emma Catherine Wilson. Hannah Winnicky. Kyle Braden Whitty. Kyle Braden Whitty. Tashambe Leonard Womack. Quan Ting Wong. Audrey Jane Wood. Trevor Kent Wright. Shreya Reddy Yeturu. Madison Yu. Nelvis Leticia Zelaya Mercado. Jasmine Zalecki. Joel Thomas Zeman.
I now have the privilege of introducing our third student speaker, Paige Kirshner. Paige is the daughter of Matthew and Ellen Kirshner. Next year, Paige plans to attend Washington University in St. Louis. Paige?
A famous author once said, "Once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm's all about." My fellow classmates, friends, family, teachers, members of the Waukee community, we are in the midst of a raging storm. For some of us, this may be the biggest storm we've ever faced. I am so thankful to be sharing this very special day with all of you, although, to be honest, this is not how we expected our senior year to end. Nonetheless, we have weathered the storm to get to this day. Those words, I believe, speak not only to this global pandemic that has cut our high school careers short, but to high school itself. None of us are the same people that we were walking into the first day of kindergarten all those years ago. Before, we were academic explorers. Now we are scholastic conquerors. We were athletic. Now we are athletes. We were creative. Now we are artists. Before, we were friends. Today, we are a family. We could never have predicted that we would be sharing this moment today in such an unprecedented way. This pandemic and today's world circumstances are unprecedented, but much like after a dreary storm, the sun will shine again. Life is full of unprecedented moments, but our time as Waukee warriors has made us just that. We will survive the storm. We are more resilient, more determined, more knowledgeable, more compassionate. We are the little class that could. Now it's our time, class of 2020, our time to step out from under the umbrella and reach for the sky. We can be proud of our accomplishments thus far, and we have so much more to achieve as we explore this next chapter of our lives. Although this abrupt end to high school may not have given us the closure we expected, we can be sure that the best years of our lives are ahead. There's no guarantee that it won't rain again, or even drizzle, but I am confident that we can weather any storm that comes our way. I want to express my gratitude to all our administrators, teachers, Waukee High School staff, and mentors for being our meteorologists and guiding us throughout our time at Waukee. You have been our supporters and our cheerleaders, and I speak for all my fellow graduates when I say thank you. In the book Little Women, Amy tells her mother, "I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship," along with how to use Zoom and how to bake bread and get along with our families in close quarters. We are now learning how to sail our ships through choppy waters. I urge you all not to be afraid of the storm, but to embrace it. These past few months do not define us. They shape us and prepare us for the future. As the storm rolls out, my hope is that we can all splash in the puddles of opportunity with confidence and enjoy the sunshine once again.
Thank you, Paige. Now it's time for me to give some thank yous. I want to start with those that are closest to me in the office: Pam Garrels, Judy Rowland, Nick Ross, Gerald Heasterman, Teresa Best, and the rest of the Waukee High School staff. Also, I want to take an opportunity to recognize the entire Waukee district staff, as this is truly a district-wide celebration. I'm very thankful for the collaboration between CISN and Herff Jones that's allowed us to do this virtual ceremony today. And then lastly, there's no question in my mind that we would not have been able to do this without Amy Varco and the communications department. So thank you to Amy and her team. As I think about the skills and talents that make someone a success in life, the one that tends to be near the top of every list that I read is perseverance. Having perseverance or grit is the talent and skill that helps you get through challenging times so you can truly enjoy the good times. The class of 2020 has been thrown some challenges. However, I'd like to think that instead of focusing on missed activities, prom, spring sports, the musical, those other typical end-of-the-year things that make senior year fun, I'm going to be proud of the perseverance and grit that this graduating class has shown. The skill that they are going to take from our hallways and use to find successes in every imaginable way throughout the rest of their lives. The challenge is to try to find the good when bad things happen to you. We stress that you can only worry about the things under your control, such as you can't control the weather, and certainly none of us could have controlled what happened to us heading into spring break of 2020. Perseverance and grit got us through the end of this year, and it will get all of our graduates through the tough times in their future. I'm so proud of this group of kids, and I'm going to look forward to every opportunity to see and hear about the great things happening in their lives as I run into them at grocery stores, restaurants, and hopefully many Friday night football games in the future. Again, I would like to thank all of you for joining us virtually to celebrate our class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Waukee High School class of 2020. Thank you very much.